It wouldn't be a really convenient G7 summit conference. Leaders of the largest advanced economies encounter in Canada at the weekend versus a backdrop of growing stress on trading. New U.S. tariff, taxes attached to imports, on steel and aluminum influence all the some G7 members, the UK, Germany, France, Italy, Japan, and the summit conference's army. Retribution is in the airborne. The Europe Association, presenting 4 persons of the G7 nations, and Canada, include their plans in location and are prepared to hit us consumer goods in additional tariff in previous July down. There are as well complaints to the Planet Trading Organization, WTO, in the pipe, that claim how the U.S. activity breaches WTO rules. Of year, it is not extraordinary for down there to be differences amongst the attending at any summit conference, the G7 turned on. But CEO Trump card does present thing new in, amongst some things, his attitude to world trading. It is a sharply various one to how of his predecessors. For lot of the time with the deceased 1940s, the U.S. has been one of the largest essential drive forces over multilateralism efforts to reduce impeding to world trade, at first via the General Treaty on Tariff and Trading and later, of 1995, via the WTO. 3/4 of an age following the trial began, the U.S. has one of the minimum levels of tariff of any WTO term. No, the minimum of all, as several U.S. officials include declared. Post-Kong has no tariff at all. The U.S. attitude has previous been in link in the type of the large most of economists how all countries profit of trading liberalization. In reality, largest get the type how countries gain of decrease their own trading impeding, as how reduces prices for consumer and business community how use imported consumer goods. But several human beings do Mississippi of trading liberalization, for copy, in industries how be more than vulnerable to contest, such as textile fabrics and furnishings producers in advanced economies, though technique has as well been an essential element touching occupation in such industries. How tool he's politically facilitating to sale trading liberalization if down there are new opportunities for exporting countries to offset. The type in the White's building has modified. CEO Trump card appears to consider trading as an region wherever countries each win or Mississippi, measurable by if supply are more rather than imports. Since the U.S. has a trading deficiency, it imports more than rather than its supply, he sees it as loser, and how, he believes, is the outcome of bad deals made by early administrations. He as well components of his predecessors in possessing no passion for multilateralism talks, preferring duplex, A-to-A deals. And he has shown a lot more willingness to use trading impeding to strength acquiescence of trading partners exemplified by his chirp on trading wars creature lightweight to gain, while we are downward $100 trillion in a specific nation and they get lovely, don't he trading any more than, we win large. He's lightweight. The steel and aluminum tariff throw a black dark as the G7 encounter. CEO Trump card justifies the measures in regulation of domestic safety, a requirement to bring the dependency of the U.S. war on imports of the metals. It is not the at first period how main economies leaders include play a bit quick and friable in world trading rules. But lot observers see CEO Trump card as take the to a new standard. By him, the U.S. has shown several unwillingness to mark up to the usual pledges to escape trading protectionist how are normally done at summits. Meantime, the WTO's framework for governing on trading disputes is in risk of crushing to a stop. The flesh that hears appeals versus original rulings could be incapable to feature. It usually has 7 members, coordinated by the WTO countries. But the U.S. has resisted new serving and it now has just 4 persons. The quantity is due to fall to 3 in September while else terms period ends. 3 are necessary to listen and circulation, so it will be though stronger for the flesh to transactions in its workload. The cause for the question? The U.S. has rejected to supporting new serving. A team of law professors has alerted how it could conduct to the crumbled of the WTO controversy community framework. The sentiment piece of music at the summit conference will not be relaxation. The Sum 6 see the World Trading Framework how has developed with the Planet War II, a framework relying on the WTO, and a scrappy of complementary trading agreements how go for the WTO rules, as thing cost preservation. In CEO Trump card, they are behavior in a lead seen by lot observers as a severe risk to the next of how framework.